Okay, here we are back in Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky the Third. Hey, come over here for a minute. Honestly, how many times do I have to tell you not to run off without telling me, Rias? I had the fright of my life when I turned around after finishing my shopping to find you weren't there. Don't do that again, okay? I just smelled something nice from the stall over there. But hey, I found something weird. Weird? Oh goodness. Do you think he's dead? Or maybe he indulged in excess gourmandizing. Gourmandizing? That's basically excessive eating, it's just I've never actually seen that word. So I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I'm almost certain it's not the latter. I swear, what are they teaching children in school these days? Never mind, I suppose that should wait. Hey there. Can you hear us? Looks like he's conscious at least. What's the matter? I can't see this being a very comfortable place to sit. Maybe he's just hungry. When you're really hungry, sometimes you don't have the energy to talk. You might actually be right there, and you'd know better than anyone. Well then, I think I've got just the thing. When did you get Quincy Bell chocolate? I bought this for you originally, so I'm sorry, Rias. Do you mind if he has this? Okay. Good girl. Come on, why don't you try some? I think you'll like it, especially if you like sweet things. Quincy chocolate's the best there is. There might be a brand that tastes nicer, but they've got the best balance between taste and cost. See, that's a glowing review coming from none other than my darling little sister. The taste should help warm you up a bit too. Go on, see what you think. What was that? He's saying get lost, if you didn't know. Oh. I said, get lost. Just leave me alone. Please. What should we do? So you're not going to take me up on my offer, huh? I guess I'm left with no choice. Why are you eating it? Whoa. Phew. That should be enough. What the hell was that for? Looks like that did the trick. See, I told you that sweet things are great for perking you up. That wasn't the chocolate, that was you being a maniac. What kind of girl does that to a kid they just found on the street? Are you some kind of pedophile or something? Oh my. The Sunday school curriculum really seems to have changed since I went there. But where else could you and Rias be picking up these fancy words, I wonder? I don't think that's really the problem. Yeah, what she said. Wait a sec. Your clothes look familiar. Oh, come to think of it, I haven't introduced myself yet, have I? My name's Rufina. Rufina Argent. And this is my little sister Rias. How about you? What's your name? Kevin. Kevin, are you listening? Oh. Sorry about that. Must have spaced out a bit. Are you alright? It's understandable, really. After all that's happened, it's no surprise you're feeling tired. Maybe you should rest up some before we keep going. Nah, don't worry about me. Anyway, we were about to start going all over the information we've gathered so far, right? Yes, but... He may not be our ally, but our encounter with that Schwarzwälder turned out to be quite illuminating. We finally have the name of the strange place we found ourselves in for one. That's right. He called it Phantasma, right? Yep, interesting name, Scott. Not sure where it came from, though. As far as I know, it's nothing from the church scripts. I've never heard it before, either. Then there's the existence of his lord. Well, judging by how that guy spoke to them, that must be the big boss around here. They seem to know a whole lot about us, too. Incidentally, there was one thing that knight mentioned which made me curious. mentioned you having a sister, Rias? Oh my. I didn't mean to pry into your personal affairs. Should I not have asked? I don't blame you for being curious. As you said, I did indeed have a sister. Her name was Rufina. She was one of the Gralsritter, just like I am now. Rias? I take it that your use of the past tense means... Yes. She fell in the line of duty during the mission. Roughly 5 years ago, to be precise. I see. But in that case, how could that man possibly know so much about her skills? I wish I knew. I don't really know much about the work she did. What about you, Kevin? Sorry, I can't think of how she might have met him either. Still, she was known for being one skilled knight. And not just in terms of strength in battle, her judgment and negotiation abilities were both top class too. The details of her missions are as much a mystery to me as they are for Rias, but it's not a stretch to think she could have met him during one of them. I suppose. We have little more than conjecture to go off on, and I suppose the matter will have to remain unresolved for now. My apologies, I should never have asked. All I did was bring up painful memories for the two of you. Don't sweat it. We still learn something out of this, and that's that our enemies are keeping a pretty close eye on what we do here. We're gonna need to be careful every step of the way. So it seems. Shall we get back to our ever-cautious trek, then? We'll have to go back to where we met that guy and keep going from there, right? Yeah, I saw another warp at the top of the stairs. Thankfully, the cube can get us back there in no time flat once we're up for it. So, everyone's at full HP EP. In terms of equipment, there's nothing new there, nothing new there. Would have been nice if I had more of these, but oh well. So I'm not bothering with ingredients because I don't really have much to cook at the moment. Oh, that was a sun door. And then... Hold on, sun door's minigame, damn it. This is the star door I haven't found yet. So let's see real quick. I don't know. Can you see my mouse? Yes, you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I was wondering if there might be some sort of Sephiroth type thing going on where there were 10 spheres, but there isn't. So J corridor end. In case you're wondering, the sun and star doors and even the moon doors, those are your side quests for this game since there's no guild to interact with. So, those should be available at all times, we just have to come back to them sooner or later. Sun doors, I don't really care too much about. I might do them just to show them, but I'm not going to go for the higher tiers of them. This is the exit you noticed before, right, Father? Or entrance, perhaps? It's just like that magic circle at the base. Do you think this will take us somewhere completely new? Most likely. It's the only other route I've seen, so we're just going to have to see where it takes us. That's a statue of a white falcon. Wait, isn't this... This is the southern block of Grancel. Thank goodness, we're finally out of there. Now that I think about it, I need to go back to the Arsail, did I? Since we have Julia now. We had access to all the rooms, so I think we're fine. What's up with you, Rias? You look like you've seen a ghost. Well, I can't pretend to be all that familiar with Grancel. But that's not its main gate, is it? What? And yeah, the frame rate is struggling here. Crap. What? No, it isn't. Since this is a PSP game, I tried locking the frames down at 30 to see if it'd run more smoothly, and so far, it was going pretty well until this part. Chapter 2, The Otherworldly Capital. Those soldiers aren't the Royal Army. Thank you, Captain Obvious. What has happened here? What happened to the capital while I was away? Man, I did not see this coming when we stepped out of that warp. Either something happened here while we were stuck inside that place, or Phantasma is now able to influence the world outside. I apologize, but I cannot stand here any longer. I need to go check on Grancel Castle. I'm concerned for the city's citizens, but above all, I fear for the safety of Her Majesty and the Princess. I don't blame you, but we're coming with. As strong as you are, going alone isn't smart. But panicking is the worst thing you can do right now. Extraordinary situations like these are when caution and careful thinking are your most valued allies. You're quite right, of course. I understand. The castle it is. We should try and investigate the city on our way there, too. Keep your eyes peeled, though. The fiends here look like they're not playing around. Understood. Right. So we have a monument right here. Houndbow gives me a little bit extra range. Septium Nuit. So Septium is 7th Night. Like, I don't know if there's any significance behind that name. Then we have the Scramasax. Gravel a cannon, or as it annoys the hell out of some people to call this Parabola. Then we have the Survival Vest. Pretty much 100 points defense across the board. Trekking gear, it's not important. But now we have new stats effects to worry about. I'm gonna grab 2 of these, because I have a bad feeling. Not slot quartz. Now we finally have access to the second tier. Unfortunately, I can't make a lot of these. So I want an HP 2, I want an attack 2. Can't make this yet. I have one of these, so I can try it. So that gives me Tira, finally. And I can't equip that. So the good news is I finally have a healing spell that doesn't completely suck. And she's getting the attack too, because I think I'm going to get more use out of her than some of the others. Even though Tita wouldn't be bad. My one problem with Tita, in case you're wondering, is simply... Yeah, I'll do that one. Her radius is too small at the moment. I need a gun that gives her a bigger one. And in other news, some good news for you guys who've been looking forward to the Cold Steel stuff. The thing that I needed to continue recording either on the PS3 or my PS TV is sitting next to me. So once I'm done with this and have some free time, I can actually look to going back to Cold Steel and getting those scenes and stuff. HP 2. And here we have it, the next one, 12 out of 36. The place looked less like a shop and more like the newest secret playground for the local children, long abandoned after the passing of its owner. But no, to clarify, it was very much in business. Make sure that there aren't multiple ones here. I'm gonna slap this one on Tita, I think. Mainly because I don't want her to be so damn squishy all the time. So she has Curia now because she has the proper combination of wind and healing. Hold on, does Kevin have Curia? No, he doesn't, so it's gotta be wind or something. No, it's space. You can see my mouse, I hope. So if you don't remember how these work, since you're coming from Cold Steel or something, the numbers on a line are added up, and based on what the particular combinations are, that will unlock different spells for you. So for Tita, we have to look at the blue line. We have 5 space, 3 water, 1 fire, 3 mirage. Some combination of these will give you the Curia spell, while Kevin doesn't have that. And because of the way this works, that does mean that the characters who have a single line are vastly superior to those who don't. So Kevin, he has 2 lines. He has the long brown line and then the blue line. For Rhea, she has 2 also. Her brown line's a little bit shorter. And for Julia, she also has 2. Hers is just like Rhea's, it looks like. And then some are further restricted based on only being able to equip certain cores in certain spots. So basically, I can't wait till I get Olivier, but supposedly Chloe is pretty decent in here too, and that's assuming they haven't actually changed her name like they did Zane's. Or as he's now known, Zin. I wonder if we can nick a rod while we're here. So this is a sun door. Bring to me the girl who loves to fish. Only then shall the door open. I wonder what kind of girl loves to fish. That's pretty odd. We'll have to ask Estelle about it when she gets here. I don't think anyone's here. I fairly hoped there would be, but I should have known that wouldn't be the case. The guild's assistance would have been a measure immensely helpful in a situation like this. I'll go and have a look at the telephone. Maybe we'll be able to contact a branch somewhere else and ask them for help. Thanks, Tita. You're dealing with smart people, Tita. That should be the first thing that goes down. It's no use. The phone's technically working, but I can't actually get through to anywhere. Have you tried contacting the headquarters at Leiston Fortress? Oh no. No good, I can't get through to them either. I see. I imagine you would get the same result no matter where you try to call. Probably, yeah. Well, it's not ideal, but it looks like we're on our own. No side quests on the board, since there's no one here to talk to or take jobs from. Bring to me the dancer with silver locks. Only then shall the door open. Well, we don't know any dancer with silver locks. There might be one in the deeper ranks of the Bracer Guild. We're gonna have to ask Shara about it when she gets here. That's just a couch in the corner. So this way down the staircase is here. Akashic Heart. Line 17. Good riddance, the sun coldly mutters as he turned his key to lock the shop. This would be the last time he would be forced to ever step inside. Oh, but I can fetch a pretty mirror for the tools on the market. So, I assume that's for her? Yes, it is. Boosts her magic casting ability also. So I'm definitely glad right now I'm too poor to afford new items. So can I go this way? No! Smelling salts. Kinda good since I used a few of those. Sorry, but the magic palm that restocks all the chests hasn't come by here yet. Try again in another game. So they've confirmed the existence of the magic palm. Conspiracy theorists will be excited. They'll be ecstatic even. That's the Bracer Guild, I think. Insulating tape. Wait, Father, I haven't finished my confession yet. Too bad. Pay up, or to hell with you. And that sounds a lot more menacing coming from a priest, wouldn't it? So yeah, no Olivier on the Olivier on the piano. How heartbreaking. Fried something or another, I didn't get to see what it was before I clicked off it. I'll have to pull up my inventory in a second. Line 9. The story truly begins neither with Genevieve nor with Jubilee, but with a shop in the letter. Located in Beausset, cramped between two of the most popular shops in the block, was a tiny, tiny building. Also, challenge for you guys. If you want to timestamp the various lines in the different videos that you encounter them, I will compile them into a single video at the end. So you'll be able to get the whole story in one go with my narration. Which for some reason you people actually look forward to. I'll never understand. Nothing in here. Yoink. That's very helpful. If you stare into this chest and say Ouroboros 5 times, LeBlanc will visit you this night. Phantom Thief B. He should be on his way to Crossbell by now, I think. As far as I know, he might be the only character to make appearances in all the games. I don't remember if he appeared in the first game. I think he had like a brief cameo of sorts. Nothing that major, but it would still count to most people. Because I don't think Olivier is in the first Crossbell game, but I think he's in the second one. And unfortunately, I don't remember which one is which, if it's Zero first or Azure. So we got 500 Mirror, which doesn't cover anything at the moment. You gaze deeply into the empty chest, hoping for enlightenment. You feel hungry. Nothing in there. Aha! Tried to pull a fast one by hiding 2 chests here, didn't they? So another 500 Mira. First line. La la la. Hideko hummed, barely audible over the sound of the vacuum. Suddenly, ding-dong with the doorbell. My, she exclaimed. Who could that be? They hit 3 here. Inside the chest is an ancient note hinting at the location of the 8th Septerion. It crumbles to dust before you can read it. Curses. Man, there's a lot of chests here. 500 Mira, by the way. So, notice this is 1 out of 36. I don't know if this is a different story, or if this is something to troll us, but let's see. You remember reading the teaser in Trails in the Sky 2nd chapter for Trails in the Chest, but you didn't feel like reading it then. Yet suddenly, you have a craving for more trails in the chest. That would suck if they actually have multiple ones and I have to sort them out at the end. So yeah, I think we've looted the hotel. Oh yeah, the other thing that would suck is if I don't find all the chests. So the bad news is the higher elements are still in effect here. I was kind of hoping they'd go away since we are no longer directly in Phantasma. And I believe this is the first empty house we've encountered so far. Fortunately, I think the thug is back out here. Ah, crap. So yeah, no going in the back door, I guess. So I can barely even hurt these things since I can't get the new weapons. Let's burn some tiras. Yeah, I figured that would be the case. So before I go into the castle, I think I'm going to do some grinding off camera or something, because I can't survive here. So I'll see you guys in a second, hopefully with some new items. Okay, I did a little bit of grinding, and if you need money, your best course of action is to go ahead and fight things here, and then try to kill them on the 7th upturn, because they drop Space 7th. And if you notice, that's the most valuable one here, getting 30 Mira for each one. So, I think in that last fight I got something like 20 of them. So I can go ahead and sell that. I get 600 Mira just like that. Unfortunately, it's not enough to actually buy a vest, but I can sell a little bit more since I was doing some extra fighting. So my goal here is make sure that I get enough to buy another piece of armor. Now, the one I want to give this to is Rias, because she is basically our reviver If she goes down, then no one's coming back up. It's really that simple. But I also went ahead and bought the Septium Nuit, the Scram Sacks, and the Parabola Cannon. So those are all equipped. For Kevin, I did not buy the Hound Bow because you don't really need this. If you're willing to use Kevin as a spellcaster, then you can go ahead and just leave his weapons behind. As for boots, these aren't really necessary either. They give you 30 points of defense, and they cost just as much as something that gives you 100 points of defense. So hopefully if you know a little bit about min-maxing, I don't have to go into a lot of detail, but the armor pieces are just much, much more efficient. Now I don't know if those respawned, and it looks like they didn't. They will now, though. So I guess I might actually show this fight, just to show you how to beat these guys pretty easily. So notice how hard they hit. The good news is they are vulnerable to blind.
Prepare to meet your doom!
And there we go. Dead. And the remaining two are kind of harmless. Now, normally you'd want to use Mortal Punishment just to hit them, but the thing is, I'm trying to build up Kevin's CP, so I'm just going to have him shoot. We'll be lucky if he actually does 100 damage here, to be honest. 125. That's probably because he just leveled up. Now, because I have the Septium Nuit, Rias does hurt them. And since Julia has no problem getting CP, I'm going to go ahead and have her use attack orders. I need to hope that Strength turn doesn't connect, otherwise I'm going to be looking at like 4,000 damage. Son of a... That's what you get for not blinding properly, Tita. You had one job, damn it. So if you can do this on a Sepith upturn, you get a much better return. Now this is going to deal about 2,000, so... Ooh, he barely lives. Now you'll notice the Vanish effect is... Son of a... Okay, normally Blind is more effective than this, but Vanish is a thing. It's going to take him out of the fight, but since this is going to kill him anyway, I'll still get the kill credit and everything. And unfortunately that one only gave us 6 space Sepith, so yeah, but we got a little bit of Mirage if you want to use those. And Purging Balm I think is basically the Curia item, gets rid of all stats effects or something like that. Oh no. Huh. So it gets rid of Seal, which is what I think we have to watch out for here. And that was a Fried Phoenix that I got out of that one chest. Not made from actual phoenixes. Well, that's false advertising. But anyway, luckily Kevin has so much EP I can afford to use him as a healer. We'll give her a tier because I can always use her craft worse than worse. Okay, there's nothing like hidden in the corners and stuff as far as I can tell. But just to be safe, we will be peeking around. Generally, they don't hide stuff like that in areas where you can't turn the camera, and this is our first star door, I believe. Bring to me the guardian of the royal family and the blade that serves the imperial house. Only then shall the door open. The blade that serves the imperial house. I want to say that's Alan Richard, but I'm not 100% sure. Don't mind us. Damn it. A large armored soldier is blocking the path of the castle. Attempt to defeat it? Yeah, I have a death wish, let's do it. I just hope this isn't a 3-stage fight. Holy crap! So I need Tita to be doing multiple things at once. Luckily they are huddling together so I can try to blind a good portion of them. But damn.
Let's end this.
I wish. This is going to be lucky to deal 500 right now. Okay, it does deal 500 now. I chalk that up to the level up. So, Heavenly Strike. We'll hold off on that. Flare Arrow is a single move, so yeah, I'll use Arc Fencer. I think this is probably my best course of action. What sucks, actually, those are the far guys, because I was about to say 2 of them are about to get strength moves, or strength turns, but that's the distant crew. So right here we want to use attack orders so we don't die horribly. We may still die, it'll just be barely instead of horribly. So good, huddle up for me.
Prepare to meet your doom!
And we missed 1. So now it's up to the RNG on whether we pass or fail. Luckily they are body blocking one another, so that's one small mercy. Unfortunately, they're now at the point where they're surrounding us. I'm gonna fire off another one just to try to keep it going. And I can still hit all of them since the radius on this is so big. There we go. Looks like 2 of them went down. Maybe 3. No, just 2. So unfortunately she has no AoE. Not even AoE spells. That sucks. I'm gonna go for this one. So I can take it out of the fight and somewhat help me. This might take out another 1 or 2. Looks like just 1. So it's dealing 1,000 now because of the strength buff. And now if I kill one of them, the crit turn goes over to Kevin instead of Tita. So I'm actually going to hit the Iron Kaiser here because I want Tita to get the crit turn, not Kevin. No, not Tita! She's too adorable to die. That might have actually killed her. Oops. So I'm just going to go ahead and fire off the craft again, since it's the only thing that's going to hit all of them. This should drop most of them. It should only be the Kaiser that's left at the end. As for the Kaiser, let's read his stuff now. He is weak to time. An animated suit of armor from the Middle Ages, specializes in charge attacks. Soul Blur after the strength turn, just in case he survives this round, because he might not. Julia doesn't get the strength buff, she can use it to her allies, but Rias is freaking blind. Okay, he's fainted. So in a perfect world, I'd hold out until I get a 7th turn, but we have a schedule to keep.
We did it!
So 1,000 EXP across the board. Rias is going to level up, but she's the only one, looks like. 25 Space, 19 Mirage, 27 Earth, Tear Balm, 2 Carapaces, a Juicy Bone. So they're gonna have me run all over this damn kingdom, aren't they? No. What's this magic symbol for? I believe it's locked by a spiritual power of some kind. We're unlikely to be able to force our way through as long as it remains active, I'm afraid. That's certainly how it seems. Which means that we're going to need to find some way to remove it or we won't be able to get inside. Most likely, yeah. You alright with us leaving the castle until later, then? I fear we have little choice. I can only hope that Idios keeps everyone safe inside until we can return. Shall we resume our search of the city in the meantime? That works. Hopefully we can find some way of getting inside while we're making the rounds. Now see, This is one of those unrealistic things. If there was a real dark hero among them, he'd grab some rope and just scale the freaking wall. Who cares about the gate? Unfortunately, they have to play things in fair and square. How lame. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we could find some rope before we actually break that thing legitimately. I probably should have went and healed and recovered everything, but it's not a big deal. It's only a big deal if I die. Just kind of hoping it... So yeah, I gotta remember, unlike Cold Steel, you do get in a fight if they touch the last member in your rank. So we'll go ahead and give a tier over to Tita. I probably actually should use Rias for routine healing. Real quick, I can hit up the embassy. I imagine what we're looking for is in here, though. Septium drops. Found a scrap paper with a recipe written on it. Learn the recipe for septium drops. There's some green hair inside. The chest prays the ideas. The sinful priest gets his just desserts. Softening balm. 12 out of 12. So wasn't the first Hideko thing a 1 out of 36 or something? And maybe this is actually supposed to be like 12 out of 36 or something? It's some sort of error here. Hideko didn't even wait for an answer. She just flung open the door without a care. And there, standing before her, was... And we get the next line at the end of the game. Proxy puppet. I'm not clever enough for all these chess phrases. Nothing there. So obnoxious. Okay, I'm not seeing anything there. Huh. I had higher hopes for this history museum. Like, if only we could take... So you can read this, I don't really care. Nice wheeled armaments, yada yada yada. Yeah, I don't actually care to read all these. I imagine they're probably the same from Sky. Although I probably didn't even look at them in the first place on Sky. So I came in here for nothing. Worse yet, I might have actually learned something. How could you, game? Landing port. I knew it. If for some reason you come here, I think you're better off actually teleporting out and walking back to the east block. So this is Erebonia, you can tell from the horse crest. And here we go again. No time to get comfy, huh? They just popped up out of nowhere. Here they come. Didn't realize his health was so low. Not sure if I can actually interrupt this or not.
No way!
Yes, I can.
Prepare to meet your doom!
Armored suit of armor. Swift, targets foes' weak points. Now we can run away, apparently.
Strike is one!
Kinda tempted to pop Kevin's craft.
I hold in my hand the chalice of heaven. May its holiest of lights act as our
I'm
shield.
anticipating him to die, in case you're wondering. This is gonna set his turn back immensely. But I don't really have anything else, because these things resist, apparently. And down he goes. Oh, for her. So we can save Tita by using the... No. Oh my god. Having flashbacks here. In case you're wondering to what, if you ever played Black Sigil, this happened all the damn time in that game.
No way!
You can see there's nothing I can do to save it. They have such high damage output, I don't even know if we can beat these guys. And they resist, so why bother?
Goddess bless you.
So I think they can still one-shot him.
Take it! Up! Down! Ah!
Screw it.
I gotta give it my all!
I'm gonna try to craft him into the ground.
Okay!
Looks like that took care of one.
For the sake of my master! Get ready! Ah!
Screw it. That killed him anyway.
Upon the golden wings of battle, descend into that land to rescue wayward souls.
So the main thing that I hate about Cold Steel 2 is this is how you win fights in the late game. You have to spam all these before the enemy one-shots you from full health. If that's already a developing trend, that's so freaking messed up. No scenes or anything. Now that is something from Cold Steel 2 that I hope never makes a return to the entire series. So I assume this is either Olivier or Mueller, I'm not sure which one. Ceiling stone. Is that? Indeed, we found you and Tita inside stones just like this. At this point, it's safe to assume there's someone sealed inside this one too. Well, it's in the Erebonian embassy, so maybe it's Olivier. Oh wait, Joshua was born in Erebonia too, wasn't he? I don't care who it is, I can't wait to find out who's inside. Well, there's only one way to know for sure. There's no rush, but we should try and make our way back to the base soon and check for ourselves. Yeah, that's going on my to-do list. Bestia coat. I'm empty, you say? What a laborious statement. I assume that's supposed to be like a libel statement or something like that. So that probably would have helped going into this place. I'm gonna give this to Tita. And then that vest can go over to her. Tirabal, you are the real treasure. I knew it. So we can't go in the sewer. That was the embassy. This should be the Coliseum. Well, damn. Now I think it's safe to say we're going to get ambushed upon entering the Calvert embassy also. So I'm going to try to save right here since I don't have my S-crafts to fall back on this time. Okay, you can't even get in. Oh, that settles that. So to the garden we go. I'm thinking it's Mueller. It's just a trend I'm suspecting. I can't get over how pretty they are. So this is how it was released too, was it? And it sucks that we're probably going to have this for each and every unsealing. Unfortunately, this game has the biggest cast out of any game to date. You have the guys from the earlier games, plus some of the characters that were previously unplayable. Now, I don't recognize that one. That must be the west side, maybe? I think I know where that one is. That looks like... Yep. What was that? A stun grenade? Fall back, Olivier. Their target is likely to be... What? It really is you. Captain Schwartz, what are you doing here? Just where is this? And what happened to Olivier? So you were with the prince when you were drawn in here. Allow me to explain what we know of our current situation. If you have any questions, I would be happy to try and answer them. I see. I must admit, all of this is a little much to take in at once. I'm more tempted to think I'll wake up every minute to find out I've been dreaming. I felt much the same at first, Major. I've been in here for a while now, and I still find myself doubting all this is even real. I'm too hard-headed for my own good, I fear. And we're similar in more ways than one. In any case, we don't have the luxury of time on our side. I'm concerned about that fool's safety, so allow me to assist you with your search. We'd be happy to have you. Incidentally, before we get going, what kind of situation were you in when the lights started surrounding you? While the two of us were in Parm conducting an inspection, night arrived, and the two of us made our way back to the hotel where we were staying. That was when it happened, and completely without warning. I can't say for sure, but given that he was with me, he may have been caught up in this as well. Parm? That's the southernmost town in Erebonian, right? That's right. It happens to be the closest Erebonian town to Liberl. Sorry to interject, but may I ask something? Who is this Olivier you keep referring to? Oh, he was another one of the guys who came with us to that flying city, Prince Olivert. You wouldn't think he was a prince if you met him, though. He's really easygoing and fun to be around. I'm not sure I could disagree any more with that last part if I tried. He delights in living a life of excessive debauchery and constantly exhausts those unfortunate enough to be around him at every waking hour. You know as well as I do that there's more to him than that, of course. Word of his exploits since returning to the Empire has been reaching Liberl, Major. If they're to be believed, he's become quite adored at high-class social gatherings. It's true he's managed to avoid causing too much of a stir by keeping up his usual act so far. But who knows what kind of rumors will start spreading when he reveals his true colors. Well, keep hanging in there, buddy. Something wrong, Rias? Nothing at all. It's interesting how the people we found so far all seem to know one another. This can't be a simple coincidence. Perhaps only people who meet that condition end up being surrounded by that white light and coming here. Maybe? Well, the logic does add up. At the very least, it appears to be linked to becoming imprisoned in one of those stones you spoke of. You mentioned before not finding sealing stones containing any of the Arsail's crew or Grancel residents, correct? Despite encountering both the ship and the city itself in an abnormal state. That's correct. I hadn't even thought of that. It's good food for thought while we keep exploring. Right now our focus needs to be finding out what happened to Grancel. Indeed. I'd like to accompany you too, if at all possible. The fastest way for me to accept the situation I'm in would be to experience it firsthand. So I'm gonna swap him out for her, just because I'm kind of curious on what all he can do. High speed and attack power, fights well up front, all well around her. Kinda sucks we're stuck with Rias. Will it be possible to switch members in and out of the party from the guard? To do this, select the party icon on the screen, members who are mandatory at the Spar attack will switch freely, so it's possible to view and change the equipment of ordnance of reserve members from the camp menu while in the garden as well. While I leave the exploration of the capital in your hands, it might be best for me to take some time to cool my head and regain my composure. Okay? If you find anything noteworthy, we'll let you know right away. In the meantime, we'll leave guarding this garden to you. Understood. What was that? Kevin, was that? Yep, it's our old pal, the Cube again. Visitors from afar. Possessors of the Cube. A woman's voice? And who might she be? Wish we knew. Whoever she is, it doesn't seem like she can hear us. You seem to be gathering strength well. I will unlock another of the Cube's powers. About remote abilities. You can select a character now in the active party and set as a support member. They'll confer certain benefits on the active party. Each character has a different set of benefits they can provide, including raising stats, drop rates, and more. The power of the malevolent one is much too great. I pray that your bonds will become a great light that will let you prevail. I fear I may have underestimated just how bizarre a situation this is. Regardless, whoever she may be, it doesn't sound as though she means us any harm. Indeed, that Schwartz Ritter is clearly our enemy, but the woman doesn't seem to be so far. That said, I wouldn't place too much trust in her just yet. We still don't know who she is. Well, thanks to her, we've got a few neat features on the cube to play around with. You guys up for seeing how they work? So, I assume left stick? No. So I figured most people would be interested in seeing him here after the whole fight with him involving Joshua and Sky too. And it'd be nice if they told me what stats she actually did offer. Action 2, attack 2. Unfortunately, he has 4 lines, which means he's not going to be casting much. So real quick, I need to see that one line. I think it was the Star Door. Guardian of the Royal Family and the blade that serves the Imperial House. So we're going to swap out Tita here.
Understood.
I also want to peek in here and see if anything new is here. Yeah, we can buy Tira bulbs now. And here the mirages are the space is worth as much as the mirage. Defense 2, we can start inflicting status effects. I'm gonna buy one of these just to use. I'm gonna slap this on Mueller since, well, he's not really packing anything else in some of these empty spots. Oops. This one. Petrify would be better, but you gotta take what you can get. Now, one thing I'm a little curious about is if anything around here has changed. All of Cornelia is on the bookshelf. So we can read the whole thing here. If you guys behave, I might do that at the very end. It's gonna take like an hour or so, but we'll see. Granted, by now, Cornelia may have appeared so many times you may be getting sick of it. What's up, Tita? You okay? Fine. Just kinda spaced out a bit. Trying to wrap my brain all this to make my head hurt. Can't blame you, I think we're in the same boat. Doesn't mean I'm not happy to help if you need me, though. If you need me, let me know. I'll be up and ready in a flash. Got it. I guess she's already set up as my... whatever it's called, the support unit. Because let's see, this is our monster book. That's our recipe book. This is our Grancel book, I believe. So just to play it safe, let's go ahead and drop a save here. And just in case I go forward, I am going to put a break in the video right here. Worst come to worst, I'll just splice in, so don't worry. The Guardian of the Royal Family and the blade that serves the Imperial House. So I think only the 2 of them can enter. Problem is I don't actually have a good healer here. I'd be relying on the couple items I have, so I'm hoping it's not too bad. Hopefully just a single enemy instead of that group like Tita had. But this can go to hell in a handbag in an instant. I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. Roughly 2 months after the crisis that struck Liberl came to an end. That concludes my report on all that transpired here 2 months prior. I really cannot thank you enough for your above and beyond efforts, Captain. Bringing an end to the chaos and restoring hope to its people is no easy task. You should truly be proud of yourself. Your Majesty, please. I have done nothing to deserve such praise. I would beg to differ, and it's why I want to thank you on behalf of every one of Liberal's citizens. Not only did you ensure our safety, you went from place to place aiding in the restoration as well. Now you continue to be just as busy serving as the leader of the Royal Guard. You deserve all the thanks you can get. I really am proud of you, Captain Shores. I am honored, Your Majesty. I believe I'll be able to formally present you with at least one medal for your achievements at a later date, too. General Morgan seems to think a promotion is almost assured as well. I'm looking forward to seeing what the future holds in store for you. But Your Majesty, I must object. The only reason this crisis was resolved at all was because of the efforts of countless people, all of whom gave their all for Liberal's sake. My contribution was but a minor part of a much, much greater whole. I don't feel it would be appropriate for me to be receiving medals or promotions. Captain, I agree that countless people contributed to achieving the peace that we now have. Everyone who fought, who tried to protect their loved ones, and who endured the suffering they faced contributed in some way. I believe it's clear to everyone that without the Arsail, the crisis would not have seen the conclusion that it did. And the one who commanded the Arsail was you. Be that as it may, medals are one thing, but I couldn't possibly consider accepting a promotion. I feel as though I barely spent all that much time in my current position, so assuming one with even greater responsibility would be... There's no need to be so modest. In my opinion, you've accomplished much more in your current position than you seem to believe you have. Actually, Captain, I'd like to propose that you take the rest of today off. How would you feel about that? May I ask why, Your Majesty? I'm not sure I quite understand. As I mentioned, I want to show my thanks to you for all you did, and I believe there'd be better ways to do that than formal meetings like these. You certainly deserve some rest too, given how exhausting going back and forth between military HQ and the castle practically every day must be. I've even been receiving requests from members of the Royal Guard saying they would you to take a break as well. Or missing a word there. I'm terribly sorry that you had to listen to such complaints, Your Majesty. It was certainly not my intent that you should be troubled so. So who was it? Lux? Leon? You could easily be both knowing them. I'm used to them telling me as much every time they see me, but I cannot believe they chose to bother Her Majesty with the issue. As much as I would like you to take the remainder of the day and use it to relax. That way you can return to your duties tomorrow feeling refreshed and ready to work for the good of the nation anew. Very well. If that is your wish, Your Majesty. I, Captain Julius Schwartz of the Royal Guard, accept your proposal and shall take leave of my duties for the remainder of the day. Promotion. Ordinarily, receiving one would be a cause for celebration, but for me... Good morning, Captain. Good morning, Captain. I hear you've been given the rest of the day off. That's right, yes. I'm amazed you already know that when I was just told myself. It's not all that amazing, really. Leon was trying to make sure everyone knew the communications network from Leiston. I hear Echo appealed directly to Her Majesty, even. Directly? I can't believe it. He did look like he had something he wanted to say to me the last time I saw him. What is it with them? I still wish we could have helped with repairing the Arsail too, though. I hear the repairs are running a little behind schedule, too. Wonder how things are going over there. You needn't worry about the Arsail's repairs. The only reason those three are still there at Leiston Fortress is that they wouldn't take no for an answer and insisted on staying. The repairs are currently being carried under Gustav, the maintenance chief from ZCF. They'll be completed properly. Incidentally, do you know if Her Highness left already? Yes, in fact. Claudia left not that long ago if you're looking for her. She's gone to inspect the royal villa. Were you not aware of this? Your Grace, I was not. I would very much have liked to accompany her over there if I am truthful. I suppose that comes as no surprise. You always have been one to put yourself forward to escort her at every opportunity. Can't say I understand why. Simple escort jobs are well below your current rank. I suppose so. Still, I'm sure she's well. She has a number of trustworthy guardsmen with her. Try not to fret over her too much. Of course, you're right. Thank you, Your Grace. And with that, we're leaving, Philip. There's work to be done. Just a moment, Your Grace. Please, try not to be too downhearted. What are you doing, Philip? I said there's work to be done. My apologies. It looks as though I missed Her Highness yet again. Still, we're both so busy with our duties that it's no wonder it keeps happening. It's incredible how much Duke Nod's changed. Tell me about it. Apparently he's often seen in the administrative room working genuinely hard lately. He was the one who proposed paying compensation out a while back, too. I always thought of him as a good-for-nothing slob, but maybe there's more to him than that. He's finally showing that he shares Her Majesty's blood after all. You're on duty. Enough idle chatter. My apologies, Captain. As you are seemingly aware, I will be absent from the castle for the remainder of the day. I expect the two of you to take care of things here in my absence. Yes, ma'am. Take care, ma'am. Being granted a day off is all well and good in theory, but I haven't had one so long I haven't the faintest idea what to do with it. Should I go shopping? Perhaps do maintenance work on my equipment? Or would I best be returning to my room and reading a book? No, I need to do more than simply rest with my time. I need to use it productively. I know. Would it be nice to take a light stroll along the scenic route? I haven't done that in ages. It would be an excellent use of my time, even. So I assume she's going to run into Chloe on the way? Is it really true that Julia has returned to Grancel? Where is she? Where is she? Please, don't push. Everyone, please calm down. What exactly is going on here? Captain. Oh no, why do you have to come now? It's dangerous here. Please retreat inside the castle at once. It's Julia. What? There you go, the most destructive force known to humanity. Fangirls. It really is. What the devil is this? Julia! What? Wait, Julia! Don't go! Those poor, poor fools. Captain Schwartz! We've locked the castle gates for the time being. You aren't hurt, are you? No, I'm fine. What just happened? Well, they appear to be some rather ardent fans of yours, Captain. You know, we did have a rather large number of fan letters arrive at the castle this morning. I wonder if that could be related to all this. Fan letters? Apparently some magazine company put together a special feature on you yesterday. It was full of information on what you were up to on that flying city. Oh, that reminds me. A few people who claimed to be from the Liberal News came here while you were away. They said they were putting together a feature to capitalize on your popularity, so they wanted to gather material for it. I think I've heard enough. I can probably fill in the rest myself. Why am I getting this kind of attention? Fan letters? Magazine articles? Why am I being treated like someone special? I'm not. Not at all. First, Her Majesty praised me more than I deserve, and now this. All I really want to do is protect Her Highness, that's all. That's what I want to do now, too. But the opportunity to actually go with her and escort her rarely seems to present itself anymore. Must I be forced to accept that this is how things will be going forward? Thank you for your time today, Archbishop. I will conduct Mass again tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Could I ask you to pass that on to Her Majesty? It would be my pleasure. If it isn't Julia, I wasn't expecting to find you here. Is something the matter? Not at all. And good day to you, Archbishop. It's good to see you again, Julia. I haven't seen you for some time. You had me a little concerned. I'm terribly sorry for worrying you. I'd also like to apologize for not attending Mass at all of late. It's no trouble. I'm well aware of how busy you are. All I ask of you is that in the busy times you face is this. No matter how busy you may become, you must never lose sight of yourself. What matters to you most is always close at hand. Thank you, Archbishop. I'll take what you've said to heart. Excellent. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should really be on my way. Good day, Archbishop. Actually, there is one way I may be able to get out of here. Archbishop Crown, please wait. They survived. Everyone, please move a little farther from the castle gates. Please, just a little more. If everyone could please remain calm. It's Julia. She's coming out, she's coming out! Huh? It's just the Archbishop and his sister. Come now, everyone, move aside and let us pass. So who could this Sister Ellen possibly be? Phew. Looks like your plan ended up working, Julia. Fortunately, yes. I'm sorry for causing you trouble yet again. Not to worry. You have my sympathies even. There seem to be some very fervent admirers back there. Major Vander? What is he doing here? I thought he had already left Liberal. This is quite a surprise. I wasn't aware you were also a sister of the church, Captain Schwartz. You can tell? Well, I should be back in Erebonia, but I still have a little cleanup after that fool to do. So I ended up having to come back here again in the end. I would have liked to take the time to go and greet you, but the chance ultimately never presented itself. Nevertheless, I'm pleased we were able to meet again, Captain. Or is it Sister Julia now? Major? It appears to me that there is little point in trying to disguise your identity from this man. Perhaps you needn't bother. And they had me there twice you didn't see since I went so fast. Regardless, I have preparations to make for this afternoon's mass, so I should excuse myself. Good day to you both. Archbishop. So that was the famous Archbishop Krant, was it? Perhaps I should have taken that chance to introduce myself properly to him. Major? I should probably explain how I ended up in this situation, you see. Wish I could have stayed a while longer, but I've really got to get going. Wish I could have gotten a close look at Julia, though. I thought this was finally going to be my chance. She's so dreamy. They're starting to make their way back. If they find me here, I'm doomed. Should you like, Captain, I would be happy to help you disguise yourself. Pardon? I can't pretend to be familiar with your situation, but I can see you aren't comfortable with being discovered here. In these situations, your instincts may be to hide, but I believe the best thing to do is the exact opposite. If it works for you, I'd be happy to accompany you somewhere a little safer. Oh my, thank you. Julia. Please do right away. My pleasure. Never mind. I suppose it was my imagination. Must have been. Well, this area seems to be empty. Will this be far enough, do you think? It should be. Phew. I can't apologize enough for this, Major. Oh, think nothing of it. I'm used to having to run around without being discovered, usually because Olivier's caused some kind of predicament. I have to keep double-checking to see which of the names they're using, since they're now using both of them. I can see that. I'm still ashamed of what happened, though. I let a simple commotion like that ruin my plans to go outside the city for my day off. I wasn't able to calm the situation at all. I wouldn't have been able to leave the castle without resorting to a disguise. I'm not sure you have any reason to be blaming yourself here, Captain. I'm afraid I must disagree. As a member of the Royal Guard, I am utterly useless, and this isn't the first time that I felt that way. During the coup d'etat, I was powerless. I should have been able to protect Her Highness, and yet she ended up being captured and placed in danger. The same was true when Grancel was attacked by Ouroboros, too. Not only could I not protect Her Majesty from being endangered by them, I wasn't even able to be anywhere near her. I, of all people, should have been right by her side in her hour of need. How dare I learn of what happened only after the fact? I'm not even fit to serve them. While I can certainly understand your frustrations, they were both safe, were they not? Surely that is what counts above all. Much as we may wish to be, no human is omnipotent. Neither of us are any exception to that. I understand that, or at least I want to believe that I do. But to make matters worse, I now find out there are magazine articles about me, making me out to be some kind of great hero. There's even talk of me being promoted. I don't even feel like I've done my job in a way that's worthy of praise, never mind anything to deserve being given a higher position. No, none of that is what bothers me most. If people want to give me greater praise than I deserve, let them. Receiving a promotion isn't in itself a cause to be unhappy, more the opposite, on paper at least. But in reality, it will result in me becoming busier because of my new duties, which will result in me ending up even further away from Her Highness than I am now. I'm a little envious of you, to tell the truth, Major. You've always been able to go and escort Prince Olivert like it's the most natural thing in the world. Maybe you weren't always by his side, but you were when he needed you the most. You did more than escort him, too. You were able to help him and aid him in ways beyond the call of duty. By comparison, I can't even seem to be able to help Her Highness at all. I can't even lend her an ear when she is plagued with worry. When she was agonizing over whether to assume her position as Crown Princess, I couldn't do a single thing for her. I feel somewhat reluctant to give my opinion here, as I can hardly pretend to be well versed in your situation. But from where I stand, your position seems the most fortunate one. How so? What exactly do you mean, Major? I didn't mean to offend you, so I apologize if I did. But protecting the fool is a task that was thrust upon me the moment I was born. Between us, I find myself envious of your natural loyalty to the ones you serve. The moment you were born? Oh right, you're a Vander. If we're a military family who traditionally serves the Imperial family, yes. My luck for anything less than a hectic life ran out the second I was given it, I fear. That's certainly a great responsibility to be destined to fulfill, especially when you're chosen to protect Prince Olivert of all people. Quite so. Still, my point stands. I do believe that it's a happy, fortunate thing to be able to serve and devote yourself to those you genuinely care for. I may hardly be an expert on the subject, seeing as Her Highness is much more less of a handful, but am I wrong? Now I see your point. Perhaps I should see being able to sit and worry about something like this as a luxury. Although whether someone who isn't able to defend Her Highness can really be called a member of the Royal Guard is another issue entirely. Captain? If you like, I'd be happy to teach you a good way to clear your head. To clear my head, you say? Indeed, still. I would like... Okay, I think he's going where I think he's going. I would like you to keep this off the record. They're not going to show it? Ah. This will be a one-round duel. Both arts and items may be used. So this is what you had in mind. Can't say I feel exceptionally confident about my chances of being a warrior of the Vander family, but I'll certainly try. There's no need to be so modest. Well, Captain, let us begin. So I actually do have control here. 18,000 hit points. Keep in mind, I don't think my moves are any good here. Like, I don't see a way to really win this one.
My soul and sword are as one! Witness!
I assume this is gonna one-shot me. In all seriousness, I have no way to keep up, really. Oh, she has all of her old stuff. So let's use Tyrol. You should be on a CP, man. Just use your S-Craft. What do I have for items? What? That's... wow. Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to win this one. I'm gonna try this one, see how little damage I take after the fact. Because if it doesn't boost my defense enough, it's over already. But I have no EP restoration, I don't have anything that'll boost it in any way, so after a certain point I'm really gonna have nothing left. So that's 3,000 with the defense buff. Still waiting for a turn to hit him. And I'm still thinking this is not a fight you're allowed to win. 18,000 is just too ridiculous. Even if I try to come back later, since I'm using fixed equipment, I don't think it'll make a difference. Now, keep in mind, Mueller has none of this stuff when he's with us. If there was some more that he was going to use his S-Craft, I might be able to put up the Barrage Berg. I'm just going to use it for the sake of using it here. Now you know what it looks like.
Come and get me. Come and get me.
Like, if I actually had CP regeneration in the form like Gladiator Belt or something, I could pull this off. But I don't get enough back. Yeah, I'm just gonna end it because I think it's a waste of time.
This is bad.
I knew you would be formidable, but not quite like this. Captain, may I ask something? Why did you lose by being defeated? What did you lose by being defeated? I'm not sure I understand. The easiest way to determine the true worth of something is to imagine how things would be if you were to lose it. When you do that, you start to see how things for how they really are beyond simple logic. Imagine you were to vanish from the world, and yet you still possess the ability to think. Would there be anything left lingering on your mind? Anything that worried you? Something that you wished you could do? If so, then that is what you should do most. Those are excellent questions, Major. Your Highness, I think I finally know what to do. I cannot thank you enough. Thanks to you, I can finally see the path I ought to take. I'll be sure to take all you've taught me today to heart. Just don't assume I thought of any of what I've said or done today myself. I often would cross swords with my uncle to clear away frustrations from having to deal with my own insufferable charge. So keep in mind his uncle is Zex Vander, the one-eyed, the guy from Cold Steel. Well, it's probably about time I thought about returning to Erebonia. As much as I hate to admit it, I'm feeling a hint of concern for his well-being. Only a hint? Please give my regards to the prince when you see him, then. I shall. And give mine to Princess Claudia as well. It was at that moment that I made a decision in my heart. I would do all I could to support Her Highness, this nation's future queen. But to that end, I also resolved to accept whatever promotions I received. No doubt the further I moved up the ranks, the more my chances to actually meet with her would decrease. But even if we can't meet in person, even if I have to do it from afar, I want to be able to support her. Perhaps this decision is a selfish one, but I do hope you can forgive me for making it, Your Highness. So keep in mind this is supposed to be the short segment. I feel somewhat reluctant to disturb Her Majesty while she's busy working, but... Is that you, Julia? Your Highness, Zieg! How come you're back here already? Did you think I was still over at the villa? I expected to be too, but there weren't many people there today, so I was able to leave earlier than expected. I see. I'm just surprised to see you here, actually. I thought you'd been given a day off today. You knew? Indeed I had. I ended up running into a friend, and I didn't have many opportunities to spend time with. The time we spent together simply flew by. I owe my deepest thanks to Her Majesty for giving me the opportunity. I'm happy to hear that. Julia? I realize this may be a little out of nowhere, but I want to thank you for always supporting me. Goodness, that is out of nowhere. But it is something I should have done ages ago. I can't believe it's taken me this long to state the obvious. Everything my parents would have otherwise taught me, you ended up doing in their place. How to fight, how to act, how to think. It's like I'm only now starting to realize just how much of what makes me myself are things I learned from you. I feel like I've grown up always seeing you as a role model. I remember Grandmother laughing at me at one point about how similar I am to you too. Even the little things, like how I walk and move, she says I'm just like you. Julia? Is something the matter? No. All this time, I really have been right by her side. I spent all this time worrying because I couldn't see her by mine. But as far as she was concerned, I was always there. I truly am beyond help. Chloe, may I say something? I don't believe I'll be able to wait upon you as I always have any longer. But even now, I wish to do all I can to protect and support you. I wish to continue being your retainer, your friend, and your sister as well. So please, try not to overexert yourself during my absence. And even if I'm not able to be near you all the time, I still want you to know that you can always call upon me if you need me. Yeah. Of course I will. Although I can't promise I won't find myself unintentionally taking advantage of your kindness when I do. I'm always happy to have you to depend on. And I'll always be glad you feel that way. That afternoon, they were able to enjoy a few relaxing cups of tea together. Despite her initial resistance, Julia's day off proved to be much more enjoyable than she had expected. And it seemed inevitable that the fragrance of the tea that she drank that day would remain in her memories forever. Side story, Julia's day off finished. So I guess you could replay it if you so wanted to, and we got the Septium Vein in 3000 Mira. I don't know if that would change if we actually beat Mueller or not, but I'm still glad to take the Septium Vein. Just gotta figure out who I want to slap that on. Range move. Like, I lose Dark Matter, I think, if I take that off. Whoa. Why can't I equip Septium Vein? Oh, element fix. Damn it. So I can take action off for Septium Vein, and then I can take shield off for action. So I have some pretty strong earth moves now, since Septium is worth earth and water. And in case you're wondering, I do need Tita back because I need a dedicated healer. Oh, so this is how you set the support. You lose your speed for equipping her. So as if she weren't bad enough in the first place. So, sorry, Mueller.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and that was this screen where I can fix the support. So I get speed and defense at the cost of agility. I think agility is your evasion. So far, these do not seem to be the greatest of things. Okay, so I can see everyone gets like a 2-point boost, but they also get a lot of defense. And they lose like 2 agility. In the case of Kevin, 1. I'm gonna try him as my support, and we'll see what happens from there. But anyway, I'm going to call it quits here since we now have a star door done, and when we pick up, we'll try to explore Grancel, or the new areas that were unlocked. Anyway, I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.